Hey everybody, Lynn here, and today I decided to make some content that's not hair related, and guess what the content is going to be? Me cooking some fried cabbage. So to start out with, we have some carrots, onion, bell pepper, the cabbage itself, and some bacon. So I wasn't going to do this today, but my friend Diane Gardner said, instead of just cooking the cabbage, Lynn, why don't you make it into a video? So that's what I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to start out with is just chopping up some of these carrots. And once I get started, of course, I'm going to speed the video up. And if I had even more vegetables, I will put even more in here, because I actually like vegetables a whole lot. I may not be a vegetarian, a vegan, or any of those other words out there, fish only, chicken only, yada yada yada, but I like vegetables. So all you guys are missing is just me slicing and dicing these carrots. And a little secret about me that you're going to find out today is when I'm doing a cabbage and I start getting close to the center where it gets thick and the lighter shade and thick and more coarse, a lot of times I don't know where to stop at what goes in the garbage. So there's a possibility that I'll be throwing away too much of my cabbage. So anybody watching this video that knows where I should stop, comment, inbox me, call me, or whatever. Because seriously, when I'm doing a cabbage, I don't know where's the stopping point of what goes in the garbage. So all you seeing me do now is just chop up the different stuff I want in there. Just a coarse chop. I think that's what the cooks always say, a coarse chop. Y'all know I'm not the greatest cook in the world, but I can do a little something after years of making mistakes, years getting capped on, years of being intimidated. I'm getting over it. And the more social media cooks I watch, the better and better I happen to get. So that's our bell pepper, our carrot. We're going to go ahead and work with this onion. And if anybody wants to know why I'm going to start doing more content, it's because I want to get monetized. I don't care if it's hair related or not. If it's me interviewing somebody, if it's me cooking, if me trying something new, if me giving a hair tip, anything that qualifies for content, you all are going to start seeing me do it, because I want to get some money. So if you have an idea of something you want to see me do as my content, let me know. Inbox me, call me, text me, or whatever means you want to use to get in touch with me. Do it. And don't inbox me, call me, or text me with no foolishness. Lynn, we want to see you swimming on tape, on camera, skating or some bullshit. Because no, it's not going to happen. So I did those 3 vegetables. Now for the cabbage. So I want to rinse it off some. Get a little wash on it. And be going in. So, the women that I know personally that are great cooks can chime in whenever they want to, because I trust them and I know they're good cooks. Marquita Ruff, Marsha Baldwin, Carla Thomas, Letitia, I think it may not be Wallace, but Letitia with the long, pretty, full gray hair. Tish, the women I know that are good cooks. Like, this is what I was talking about. You see how this is the thicker, white, thicker piece, and then this is piece off of it. Like, I'll cook this, but I'll throw this away. And remember the first layer I pulled off? I always think that that's going to be just too thick and coarse. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But at least I'm letting you know that I'm wrong. So I'm going to chop up this. I'm taking out all the thicker, coarse inner pieces. Then I'm going to chop it up. Like, look at that. Like how thick that seems. That's the stuff I throw away. That center piece right here, that's very thick. That's the stuff I throw away. So I'm going to chop this up. And I'm going to be back. It's nothing exciting about me chopping this up. You guys aren't going to, you know, lose interest just because you can't watch me chop this up. See? And I'll be back. And I'll tell you what I do with the bacon. And if people on here don't eat pork, don't use pork. Use something else. But I use the bacon for, like, the flavor. And you already know I've done the green pepper, the carrot, the onion. And I'm putting everything in this bowl for when I put it in my cast iron skillet. So I'm going to let you go at this moment and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm close to finish cutting up my cabbage. Still throwing away the thicker white pieces. And after that, we're going to cut to me actually tossing, sauteing the cabbage and the bacon grease. And when I do the bacon, I always take the bacon out and put it to the side because I just want the grease of the bacon for my cabbage along with the other seasonings that I use in it. And then I don't put the bacon back in until like the last couple of minutes, and then mix the bacon in with the cabbage. So like right here, I'm telling you guys, this is where I start getting confused. When I start getting down to this part, I'm like, how much of that to use? How much is that to throw away? You know? So anybody want to give me some advice, you're welcome to it. Because we know I'm not the greatest cook in the world. I'm more a hairstylist, colorist, thrift store girl. But this is where I always get a little iffy. So we're going to cut to me doing the shit in the pan. I couldn't think of what to say. We about to cut to that next. All right, over at the stove now. Here's the cast iron skillet with the bacon grease. Here's the bacon grease. And yes, these are coffee filters. The reason these are coffee filters, I'm on TikTok all the time, and I seen a lady on TikTok. She goes to Dollar Tree and buy packs of coffee filters, and you use them for everything. Wipe it off the microwave every time you get finished. Wipe off the sink every time you get finished. Catching the grease. Wiping off little stuff here and there every time you get finished. And just throw it away. Just throw it away. Like all these, just whatever you can think of. You can come up with 50 things to use them for. Laying stuff down so it won't make a stain. Blah, 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 blah. So, okay, they're going to tip of today. And you didn't get it from me. You got it from me, but you got it from me because I got it from the lady on TikTok. So, yeah, that's coffee filter. So, here's my cut up stuff. And I always wind up having like an extra Tupperware thing. Because I'll cook this down. Because all of it ain't going to fit. And then I'll scoot it over. Then I'll put the rest in there and cook it. And then put it in this. Then I'll mix and put it back and mix. So some of it have a little more crunch on it. And some of it be a little more soft or whatever. Because they have a different amount of minutes within the heat. And I'll be thinking like that. Y'all know I overthink. Y'all know how I am. People that know me, but people that's getting to know me, I'm a thinking, overthinking person. So we're going to start out with how much I can fit in there the first time. When I feel like that's good enough, it's going to go in here. The rest going to go, blah, blah, blah. And when it comes to seasoning, I season it with everything. I use a little bit of minced garlic. I use a little bit of paprika, adobo. I always use a real little bit of crushed red pepper, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little garlic powder. I'm just be seasoning it. Because once upon a time when I didn't know how to cook and everybody was laughing at me and capping on me and thought I'm going to never get better, I didn't understand season your food. Not just salt and pepper, not just a little bit, like season your food. So you're going to see me using everything. Like not everything, but everything. So we're going to start with our first little batch. And I'm going to keep seasoning. And so I'm going to keep on seasoning and tossing it till I feel like it's, because it's going to shrink down. And then I'm going to put it, like I said, in the other Tupperware. Then do the next batch, blah, blah, blah. Nothing exciting to see here. But that's what I'm going to do. That's how I cook my cabbage. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. When it's too much cabbage for my pan size, I'll cook some, put it to the side, cook some, put it to the side, because it shrinks down. Then eventually I'll mix everybody together. So this is what I was talking about. Cook some, put it to the side. And I also cooked just a little bit more bacon when I was off screen. Just to have a little more bacon to crunch up and put in there at the end. But I put a teensy bit of water in. Teensy. Every time I cook it, just a teensy bit of water mixed with the bacon grease. Something about that I like. It seemed like it give it a little more steam. Because hot water is steam. And then I told you guys I put just all kinds of seasoning. And stir it. Garlic, minced garlic. And then by the time I keep mixing it back and forth, different pieces of cabbage had different amounts of time in the heat. So some of them would be just a little slightly, more cooked or whatever than the other ones. And that's how I like it. And if you want to give it a try, that's what I'll be doing. So just letting you know how far I've gotten so far. Okay, so this is the end of the video. You see that now that it has shrunk, everything is able to mix. And this is the bacon. I'm going to crumble up and mix in as so. And then mix it in. So now take the bacon and mix in there. And the only thing that you all did not get to see me do, which wasn't exciting, was just make some plain old Jiffy cornbread. And so that is how Lynn Cold Colorist makes her cabbage. And I'm going to let it simmer low, temperature down low, little bit of water, make a steaming effect with the lid on it. So it has more of like the condensation dripping back down into it. And that's only going to go on just for a few minutes. And then I'm done. take my cornbread out, and that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed your video cooking cabbage with Lynn Cole. Maybe next Sunday I'll do something else. I don't know. But like, share, comment, inbox me. Annette Bell gave me her cornbread recipe. So maybe that's what I'll do next week or another week. Or maybe we'll check on that pineapple tree me and Demetrius have been trying to grow. But be expecting more content from me. Bye. And I'm out.